go out... Whenever I try to go out to let the dog out, the cat usually wants to play in the garage for some reason. So I just leave it out there for a few minutes and then it begs to come in. The only problem with this is, though, it doesn't learn its lesson. It goes out again. But I don't try to grab it anymore because all it does is just basically try to hide. Because it wants to play out in the garage because it's a curious cat. And anyone who's wondering if the phrase curiosity killed the cat was true, yeah, I'm pretty sure their curiosity would be the death of them. Anyway, I'm already on Z Millenniumon, and I'm barely paying attention to the game anymore. Because I'm too busy rambling on about Naruto. You know what I really should do? Just put a counter on Angemon and I don't know. Just to speed things up. Because all he's basically doing is healing. I really need to heal him. What I would like, though, if they actually gave you a break in between these battles. No defense. Attack. I don't even know what that's trying to be, but I know it's a fire move. I still think this is creepy. Anyway, I really have nothing more to talk about, so I'm still probably going to talk about Naruto, since most of the comments I wanted to make I probably made the last time I did basically the same bosses, which I'm disappointed that they're the exact same thing. That's real stupid. Anyway, has anyone who's actually liked the Naruto series played one of the Naruto games? I'm talking about, in particular, the Xbox 360 ones and the PlayStation 3 one. Have you seen some of the funny things they have in there? Like on the PlayStation 3 one, there's so many ultimates that they've added unnecessary explosions to. It's so funny. It's like saying explosions make everything better. And, again, with the PlayStation 3 one, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, or whatever it's called. I don't have the name at the top of my head. I don't have a lot at the top of my head, apparently, today. Has anyone actually played Ino in that and realized that they basically took the fact that Ino worked for a flower shop and ran with that? Like, use Ino's ultimate on that game, And you can probably see that all she does, instead of using any of her actual ninja skills, is throw a bunch of flowers at people. It's like they were too lazy to try to find a way to make mind control fair, that they just gave her a bunch of poisonous flowers and then said, yeah, that's good. Low defense is really coming back to haunt me right now. And also in the PlayStation 3 one, have you noticed how lazy everyone was making the game, basically? Because all the characters feel kind of samey. The only real difference is their ninjutsu and how many, basically, projectile weapons they throw. Because everyone basically has the same oh combo, or square, 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 throw, throw, throw. Or just one square for throw. There's only like one or two characters that are basically different, but everyone's ultimate might as well be the same thing, because they basically do relatively the same damage. And the Xbox 360 one, the Broken Bond, that game is so imbalanced, that's not even funny. I don't think I really need to say, if anyone who's played that game, I don't think I really need to say more than the character names, and then they'll get why I think it's imbalanced. Mainly for the big obvious one is Jiraiya. But one thing they kind of got right with their imbalances, if you're good with a character, you can basically beat most people then who are just basically using characters for cheap traits. But cheap traits does give them a huge edge, so unless you're incredibly good, you're basically going to lose because of the cheap tricks that people can use. I'm really talking about Naruto a lot, especially for a Digimon Let's Play. But again, I really have nothing really prepared or anything else I really want to say, since, again, I did most of it. And for the Xbox One, Sarutobi was horribly imbalanced. Especially that Great Mud River thing. That was a bad idea. And the makers of the game were so lazy. Like, take Orochimaru first. Just, an example. At one point in the series, Orochimaru loses use of his arms, and so, since they portray that part of the series, they made basically Orochimaru as a character to not use his arms, no matter in that point of the game or not. So he basically just kicks and shoots his sword out of his mouth, as well as kunai and such. But that's kind of lazy. You'd think they would be able to figure out how to make, like, Orochimaru no arms and Orochimaru with arms. Because he basically can't really punch, and he's really slow. The only attack that he really has fast is where he shoots snakes out of his mouth. But with Orochimaru, which attack doesn't he have that shoots snakes out of his mouth?